What's happening, everyone? Let's go. This is the first big Saturday of the college football season, and I don't think anybody is excited as I am across the country. I'm in my hotel room in Greenville, South Carolina. Yes, I'm going to the LSU Clemson game. I'm about to go start heading to the campus here in a little while. To me, that's the big game today. I know everybody's talking about Texas and Ohio State, but look, I'm all on the LSU Clemson game on tonight. And look, as much as I want LSU to win this game, I got to pick Clemson to win it, right? They're at home. They got one of the better returning quarterbacks in the country in Clay Kupnick, one of the better wide receivers in the country in Williams on the perimeter. I think Clemson's got the best defensive line in the country with Woods, a defensive tackle, TJ Parker, edge rusher. I have both of those guys as top 10 picks in the NFL draft. And they got Avery and Terrell, cornerback, who I think is going to be a first-round pick as well. And look, this LSU team is talented. I think Gary Nussmeier is going to be a top 10 pick, right? Well, we got to replace 4 starters from our offensive line against the top defensive line in the country. And look, I want LSU to pull off this upset. I'm going to be pulling for them. I'm about to change it to my LSU gear. I'm hyped. I want us to win, but I just don't see it happening. I think LSU will make the playoffs this year. I just don't think we're going to pull off this win against Clemson on tonight. Let's move over to some women's college. The WNBA. Let's move over to WNBA real quick. The Atlanta Dream, one of the hottest teams in the league, has secured a playoff spot, and they're going to be a tough out, man. Look, I know the Las Vegas Aces beat them this past week, and Asia Wilson in Las Vegas is playing outstanding on a 12-game winning streak, but kudos to the Atlanta Dream on securing a playoff spot. I still think Minnesota Lynx is the favorite to win the championship in the WNBA. They just gotten their best player back, Nafisa Collier. I think it's gonna be hard for anybody to beat this Minnesota Lynx team when they're healthy. I mean, they're just loaded. Courtney Williams, so I think it's the Gary Payton of the WNBA, elite defensive player, Caleb McBride, Nafisa Collier, who's the best player in the league, and they have her back. Caitlin Clark still out for the Indiana Fever. They're still teetering along a playoff spot. Let's see if they bring her back in time for the playoffs. They're going to need her if they're going to have any shot. The best game in the WNBA today, of course, the New York Liberty at the Phoenix Mercury. Mercury playing good basketball right now. Alyssa Thomas is a triple-double every night. A couple of nights ago, she had 12 points, 16 rebounds, 15 assists. So I'm picking the Mercury in that game on tonight. Hey, look, we're still on the stretch run of Major League Baseball. We got some pennant races taking place. We got the Mariners on the road against the Cleveland Guardians. Look, I think the Mariners are one of the more talented teams in the league, but they're just so inconsistent. I think Cleveland wins this series this weekend over the Mariners. Detroit Tigers, one of the hottest teams in baseball right now, right? Playing good ball, playing as a team. They're on the road to Kansas City. I like Detroit to win this series. Milwaukee Brewers, best record in the major leagues. Outstanding. A team with not a lot of stars. They just play well together as a team. They gel. They're a family out there on the field. And I think they win this series on the road against a really good team in the Toronto Blue Jays in that series. Let's talk some women's college volleyball here. I'm rocking the Louisiana Tech gear. I believe they will beat University of Louisiana Monroe on today. So shout out to the Lady Texters. I think they will win that matchup. And the game of the day in women's college volleyball, SMU going against Baylor. They're actually playing on the LSU tournament in Baton Rouge. I like SMU to win that matchup against Baylor on today. All right, everyone, enjoy your college football. Saturday, I'm getting ready to tune into this Texas-Ohio State game. A lot of elite NFL prospects in this matchup here. I'm picking Ohio State to win this game, mainly because they're at home. Look, they just got to get those receivers the football, right? Jeremiah Smith, who I think is the best receiver in college football. Parnell Tate. I know they're going to, with Julian Singh at the quarterback position. He never started a game in college football. But I still think they'll win this game at home. I think in the long run, Texas is a better team by the end of the season. But I think Ohio State wins this game on today. All right, everyone. Y'all have an amazing Saturday. Be blessed. Have some fun and be careful. Be safe.